Hey, it's Ryan. Time for your video lesson of the day. Now, we just finished our launch last night. It went for 1 week, and there are definitely lessons I learned. Everything I do online, I learn lessons, and I like to share them with you, and hopefully you could learn from some of my successes and, more importantly, some of the issues that we had. Uh, Number one, if you're going to do a big launch, you definitely want to get a lot of people behind you. You want to get some momentum going. You don't want to just launch one day and say, hey, this program's ready. You want to make it an event. So that's takeaway number one, and that's why this works so well. Number two, another positive was that you want to build up the value. So as you're getting people ready and talking about this program, they're going to think, hey man, this program is going to be so good. It's going to be $500, $1,000, $2,000. And then when you show them the price and all the value they're getting, whether it's you're selling it for 20 bucks or $1 like I did, whatever it is, people are excited and they can't wait to get on board. Now, some issues we had. The first big issue was the technology. Here was the biggest problem we had. We had like 5 different components all syncing up together. There was a shopping cart, there was the upsell module, there was WordPress, there was Wishlist Member, and I think there was one more thing, but there was like 4 or 5 things all coming together. So if there's one little, even a line of code, sometimes it could be a period that's off or a question mark, that throws everything off. And what happened was some people were logging in and they didn't get their information, or they skipped a step, and it kind of threw a monkey wrench in the system. So even though we tested like probably 10, 15 times. I ran my credit cards through, the founders of Wishlist ran their credit cards through, Geo ran his credit cards through, and went through the whole process, and everything seemed to be working fine. When you're doing on a large scale, thousands and thousands of orders, there's going to be things that happen. So make sure you test. The other thing you want to do is make sure you have enough support ready. I thought we were prepared. Unfortunately, there were 2 of my staff during the launch week. Both had to go to the hospital for family emergencies. So that really threw us for a loop. But again, not making excuses. It's my fault, my responsibility. I should have overplanned. I planned because I thought we'd get X amount of people, and I thought, okay, we have this amount of staff. Even if we go even above that, we'll be fine. But what happened was I thought here, and we ended up like, way beyond what I imagined. So we just got slammed with even just simple questions. But if 1 or 2 people have simple questions and you multiply that by thousands, even if you have 5 or 7 or 8 or even 10 staff, during this launch, you're going to be in trouble. So you have to be prepared if you're going to do a big launch to have more than enough. It's better to pay extra and be prepared than to kind of be scrambling. We were scrambling. Another big lesson is if you mess up, someone said in the blog post, Ryan at least manned up. Like I came in front of all the people who signed up. I admitted, hey, we're having some technical difficulties. We're working through it. I took responsibility. I always preach responsibility, but I took responsibility. I'm not telling you I'm some great savior or something, but that's what you have to do in your business. Don't hide. Don't run. Don't try to go on vacation. Stand up, face the music, good and bad. And what I did was I made a video kind of explaining what happened with some of the technology and why some people couldn't get in, how to get on again, and I also gave them a bonus. My this new product that I just created, it's going to be worth $100 that hasn't been released yet, and I'm going to give that to them for free as well. So, a lot of people emailed and thanked me for that. Thank me for being visible. Thank me for working through this. And for the most part, I'd say 95% of the people have been really understanding. Say, hey Ryan, we understand. Just set it up whenever you can. But there's always going to be some people who, what is this shit? This is a scam. I'm calling my credit card company. You ripped me off. And you might be saying, hey, it's just $1, but it doesn't matter. Look, if someone's taking out their hard-earned money, I don't care if you're charging $1 or 50 cents or $10. It's people still entitled to get what they pay for. So treat them with respect, and that's what I've been doing. And hopefully, if you've signed up, you've been learning from my lessons as well. And if you haven't signed up, well, you should have. But if you haven't, at least maybe you can learn some of these lessons that I've gone through. So that's it. My lessons of the day. I'm exhausted. Tomorrow night I have a nice date night with my wife, so I can't wait to get away from the computer for a few hours. But we're almost caught up with all the emails, with all the tech support. I had my tech guy working overnight to fix all the problems. So basically everything's solved. One more takeaway. If you're doing anything with technology, make sure to test it on every single browser. What happened was a lot of people had issues with Internet Explorer where they clicked the buttons and it wasn't working. So disaster. because a lot of people have Internet Explorer. By the way, you should download Firefox. What the hell are you waiting for? So that's it. Those are my lessons of the day. Time to get back to some emails. Oh, final lesson. I always preach living the dot-com lifestyle and trying to have a business that runs on autopilot. Absolutely, 100% agree with that. But, and this is a big but, sometimes you have to roll up your sleeves and get dirty. And I've never been afraid of hard work. And last night I was up, I don't even know to what time. I was up pretty much all night answering tech support emails. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of them. This morning I got in early and answered a couple of hundred more emails. So, you know, you got to lead by example. If you want to have your staff follow you, or even virtual assistants, whoever they are, you can get in there and you can get your hands dirty and you can answer emails and tech support as well, especially when you're a person down. Don't think you're above anything, So it's good to do that, to know that, hey, sometimes you just got to roll in the dirt and get dirty and get your hands dirty and interact with your clients as well. Because again, they don't want some guru who just emails and disappears and you never see him again. Be visible, be vocal, take responsibility, and man up, my friend. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.